Treats? Treats? Say hello first.
Once again, looking like crap. Baby hairs on fleek. My baby hairs are toddler hairs now. They just do not stay. No matter what I do, there's hairspray in there, and it's not staying. So anyway, update on the cat. Literally acted like she was dying, and I'm seeing dying cats, right? And because I've had a lot of cats in my life, and she was literally acting like she was dying. Her little back legs weren't working well. I mean, like, I really thought she was a goner, even though I thought I hadn't got her to the doctor fast enough. But here's the thing. Later on that night, she like ate a ton, which she hadn't really eaten much to speak of for a week. She ate a ton, and when I woke up, it was a completely new cat. She was totally sassy and smart-assy, and she's better now than she's actually been in months. She's more active. She's eating even more than she was because she goes through periods where she doesn't eat, and that's what I thought was going on. That's why it took me so long, her being sick for at least a week before I got to the vet. But she goes through these periods where she doesn't eat as much and she drops a little weight and she's a little lethargic. And most of the time I contribute it to her really acting like she's got arthritis in her hips, because it always coincides when I have my arthritis pain due to the weather. And she gets real cranky if you touch her and just and doesn't eat much. I mean, she gets a toad. That cat can get a toad. Anyway, all those chins. Ugh, you're jealous of my chins and my frown lines. I know you are. Anyway, but no, I woke up. She actually went somewhere and hid, which she was someplace she's never gone ever in this house. And I've been here for over 7 years. She disappeared on me, and I literally tore the house up, moving, throwing stuff around, trying to get into spaces that I've known she's gotten in before, like behind stuff and things like that. Found her in the stray sock basket. I have this thing that hangs up on my closet with compartments that have little baskets in it for things. You know, things that normally would go in a drawer, but I don't have a dresser. So, yeah, she had gotten in the stray sock basket, which is the basket where, like, if socks don't get washed together or something like that, or they get misplaced. I'm sorry, I've been blowing my nose with cheap toilet paper, and Buffy is speckled. I've tainted Buffy. Actually dropped food on her earlier. But anyway. No, woke up. I thought I lost her that night, and I literally just like clutched her and cried and cried and cried, and like tears the cat was freaking wet from me crying on her, and she was getting mad at me because I wouldn't let her go, but I just couldn't. I was like so scared that she had gone off to die somewhere, and she was in the stray sock basket. No, she's never gotten in there. 99% of the time she stays within eyesight of me, on my lap, or in the room with me. If I'm in another room too long, she'll come in there and scream at me, meow. And most of the time she follows me around room to room, but sometimes, like, if I go in another room when she's asleep, she'll wake up, I'm not here, and she'll just scream at me because I've been in the other room too long. She also does that when she thinks it's time for bed. She thinks she owns me. I'm the pet in this situation. Anyway, woke up the next day, totally sassy, doing good. It was like a whole different cat. So apparently the antibiotic shot she got that lasted a week really kicked that infection in the butt. It just kicked it out of her, because even she had lost her meow months ago, the soft meow, and it's almost completely back now. So I don't know if maybe there'd been infection for a while and she just wasn't giving any indication of it, and which I think is actually because she wasn't really indicating she was having infection at all, especially if it was kidney related. He was not 100% whether her kidneys were elevated, levels were elevated because of the infection, or if she had a kidney infection. And he also said it was possible her uterus was infected, because she still has her uterus at her age and has never been fixed and never had kittens, and that puts her at a higher risk for issues. just like people, just like mommy. Anyway, but yeah, she had to get massive injections of fluid 2 days in a row under her fur. I mean, under her skin. But after that, she was drinking really good on her own and eating really good on her own. And she's just literally sassy and eating so many treats, but I'm letting her have them because she dropped a lot of weight. And she's never been a cat that's been overweight or overate, really. She regulates herself pretty well. She gets 2 cans of soft food a day, like the little cans, and I'm not soft food, but wet food. And she, most of the time, doesn't finish them, but she eats a lot of it and then leaves some. But every once in a while, I'll hit, like, just the right can, right flavor, and she's like, anyway, but, and then she has dry food in her bowl at all times, which she primarily eats at night when I'm asleep. So in the morning, she gets a wet food. In the evening, she gets a wet food. And, she has dry food to eat if she gets needs a nom nom. And she comes to me and asks for treats. Which, yeah, she literally asks for treats. Trust me, she's a pointer. When she wants something, it's the thing and then looking at you. The thing and then looking at you over and over again. You know, when she was ready for her second wet food today. Wet food, mommy. Wet food, mommy. And that's what she does with the treats. She comes and gets up, stands on me, and looks at the treats and looks at me. So that's the good news. And I really thought she was going. I mean, she's 16. It's not unheard of. And this is the first time she's ever had any major illness in her life. So that's amazing. You know, other than the fact that when I got her, when she rescued herself, showing up on my doorstep one morning, emaciated, dehydrated, couldn't even meow. It was just meh. And, ridden with fleas and had bald spots and she had the pink eye. That's the worst thing that was wrong with her. She needed to eat and drink and she had the pink eye and she needed a flea bath, which she got. Did not like that. She was 12 weeks old when she showed up on my doorstep. Some people who had lived in the apartment complex I lived in at the time had left her. So, yeah, she's never had any major illness except for when she was a baby, she had the pink eye. And it was going around the neighborhood. A lot of cats in the neighborhood were coming into the vet that was there on my, like, right down the road from me with the pink eye. So, that's the update. And I've got some stressful things going on in my life right now, so I'm not really thinking about videos. It's not like it's my job. I do it just for fun and for spreading awareness about things that are particularly affecting my life. And I'm just not, I want to do some fun videos, but I've got to get some good lighting. And I've got to figure out what I can do that's not going to cost me money that I don't have. So, but I want to do some stuff. Maybe I'll just become a mukbang channel and talk about everything that's going on in my life or in the world or whatever while I eat my crappy food. Because I am endlessly dieting, trying to get my weight down. Counting calories every day makes me crazy. Anyway, if you have any suggestions for things that I could do, comment. And that's it. That's the update. After June, the stressful stuff should be calmed down some, but it's just stuff, it's nothing that's interesting to anybody. It's just stuff that's going on in my life that's causing me stress that normal people can handle, but when you have an anxiety disorder, you can't. There's not enough burst bar in the world to take away that stress for me. Anyway, okay, before I get into it, bye. Peace, babies.